What's going on, Scales Crew? Welcome back to another edition of what? Queer Ear, the show that's for, by, and about LGBTQIA artists and their allies. And I know we've been gone for a second, but we have a lot of things coming up special for you guys. So, we didn't leave you hanging. We have another episode. And tonight I have a very special guest hailing from the Windy City. Now, a lot of you all that may have been listening to Mr. Mikey Everything, because I checked the views and everything and I heard what you guys were doing. So, if you've listened to Mr. Mikey Everything, if you watched his interview and saw a comment down in the actual comment boxes, then you know who tonight's special guest is. I'm talking about none other than Miss DomoMoon,
Hi.
hailing out of the Windy City. She is coming here tonight with a fierce energy that me I know good music and I like good music, and I'm just me personally gonna say I feel like I she could be dubbed this generation's Angie Stone. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you. Welcome to the show, darling. Welcome.
Hi. You just said Angie
Hello.
Stone. Did you just say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, you got a
Oh.
soulful part about you, girl. It's something
Oh,
about your energy, your
wow.
soul. That's hey, for real. So, like I said, I gave you a little bit of introduction, but tell everybody out here about yourself. You're coming from Chicago. You do different types of music. I don't even want to say you kind of you've created your own lane in music. It sounds like so. Let everybody know a little bit more about you.
Well, as you may know, I'm DomoMoon. AKA my name is Dominique Durr. I'm not afraid of my government name. Uh I'm a mother of three. I have teenagers. I have a 12-year-old, I have a 14-year-old, and a 16-year-old. Um, I'm an Aquarius at heart. I'm down to earth. I'm very spiritual. I'm very creative. I'm an Aries. I mean, not Aries. Excuse me. I'm thinking about my kid. I'm an Aquarius, and yeah, I always liked being around music. I always liked creating something. Even when I was a kid, me and my sister used to have dolls, and we used to play the whole Lion King movie. I swear to God, front to back, the whole Lion King movie, and it was a joy to sing, like actually sing out the songs that were played in the movie. So I guess since then I just always liked music. I always liked the music. I always liked the way it had a sound. And I guess around the time when I turned about like 16, I really start knowing that I could sing, but afraid to sing in front of people. Um, and then randomly I just lost hope with all that. I went through a lot of things, uh, a lot of things during them times. But something happened when I turned 30, and it was just like, there's no need for me to not use this talent. I make up music and songs in my mind all the time. And it's like, what I'm gonna do with this information? I don't want to waste it. Like, it sounds pretty good to me. And like, I think it will sound pretty good to somebody else. So what I did, I started to freestyle and sing off Instagram, and knowing that somehow somebody gonna hear me or want to hang out with me or whatever, whoever is close to music, I was trying to get close to it. And one led to another. Like, I just been networking. I would never met Mikey Everything if I never like networked it. Like, it would never happen. And I just basically told myself to just do it. Just see what happens. Don't go for the fame and don't go for the money. Do it because you love it. And I've been doing it ever since then. And organically, like, I've been getting a lot of fans from just showing people from the ground up of where I came from.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, that seems like you do have a lot going on with your music right now. What would you say that, the style that you kind of, because you say you create music in your head all the time, and I feel you. And I also wanted to kind of piggyback on something else you said too about the like when you and your sister used to play with dolls. Like I okay, I'm probably about to date myself, but I'm like about a decade and a little bit ahead. So
It's okay.
like I used to have like the little tykes, the little people, like the little people school bus. I had the GI
Yeah.
Joe, and I had like the whole He-Man set with the She-Ra, and had all of those characters. And I used to take my boombox. Yes, boombox, ladies and gentlemen. Some of y'all out here watching, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play games. Don't try it. But I used to take my boombox, and I would have all of the people lined up sitting out there like they were the audience. And
Right.
so whoever, whatever song came on the radio, whatever song came on the radio, it was like I would switch the
Hmm.
character out and have that person up there and maybe have some dances and stuff. And it was like,
Yes.
and I think I was like
I did the
I was in the
exact same
fourth
thing.
grade. Hmm.
I did the exact same thing.
Yeah. See.
We
So
used to have talent shows.
talent shows with the action figures and the dolls, right?
Yes, action figures, dolls, teddy bears, everything. They were the audience, and Toy Story for real. Toy
Parents
Story
out there,
live idol.
parents out there, I'm telling you now, if you see your kids, if you got young kids and they're playing with dolls and stuff like they got concerts and stuff, guarantee they're gonna get definitely into music.
Right.
Definitely pay attention to it. But
Exactly.
no, but no, like with your music, like would you say you created like your own lane when it comes to like
Yes.
your own sound and your own vibe, your own feeling? Like tell me more about that.
Okay, so there was a time where I was like really, really struggling with how do I sing and how do it sound to other people. And a lot of people used to say that I was sounding like the song that I was singing. They wasn't hearing my voice. So I had to really like, I don't know how I did it, but I just sing. Okay, I used to go on YouTube and turn down, like, slow down the song for a little bit so I can catch up, so I can make my own sound. So I won't be trying to catch up really fast with the singer because I get sidetracked with that. But that's when I started learning how to really hear my own voice instead of hearing the artist's voice that I'm trying to portray or trying to, mock. You know what I mean? So I started doing that, and I noticed that I get influenced by different artists too. So it's not just one set artist. I have I feel like their spirits, their energy be transferred through me when I be singing. Like, I don't know why. Like, I have a sound of Shaka Khan. I have a sound. I have a sound of Shaka Khan. I have a sound of Erykah Badu. I have a sound of Jill Scott. I have a sound of a lot of these people. Macy Gray. Someone even said Macy Gray one time. So it's like it's a mixture of all my favorites, like R&B female singers. And not even just females, just R&B artists, really. Like in the 90s, my mom used to play all different types of music. The only music that really stuck to me was neo soul. Yep. All the time. I remember hearing Erykah Badu first album front to back, and I didn't even know what the hell she was talking about, but I loved it because it sounded great. And when I heard one thing with Jill Scott, I was in grade school. Like, I remember just going in my mom's room and she watching VH1 and they just playing all these videos. And here she go, walking down the street, talking about she's gonna whoop some girl ass. I was like, wow, this is interesting. I haven't seen artists do that. Right, yes. I haven't seen artists do that. So like, yeah. And that was my mom's jam. So that's all I heard all the time. She used to play that back and forth. So it's like I was always turned towards neo soul. If it's not neo soul, it's gonna be funk. If it's not funk, it's gonna be blues. Cause I also scat too. Okay. I do a little jazzy stuff. Like I love jazz. Like I used to go to sleep when I was a teenager. I used to turn to 90, I don't know if you know, but in Chicago, there used to be a station called Smooth Jazz. It was 95.5. Yep. And that shit was raw. I love that station. I used to stay with that station all day. I used to go to sleep with that. I go to sleep with that. I study with that. I went to school with that, all that stuff. So, and then now I'm into lofi music, which is kind of just the same thing. It's blues with mixed with different references of hip hop, and they put in like no, I'm not blues, jazz. They put it all together, and it's like perfect. It's like a jazzy ass song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Very smooth, very mellow, very relaxing. I love that, and that's one of the reasons why my music is like that. It's very smooth, very mellow. Like I can get hype. I don't mind getting hype. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That was a dope picture.
I don't mind getting hype.
That was a dope picture, just a dope promo shot. That's all it was.
I remember getting what? Hold on a second. I remember when I was getting really, really like in tune with Sade. Sade also made me like really want to do that smooth shit, because like she's just raw. Like the whole band is raw. And I didn't even know that Sade was the name of the band. Like I didn't even know that. I thought her name was Sade.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that. My aunts put me on to like a lot of jazz early on. I'm talking about like I was in the third, fourth grade. I was listening to like Maggie and Kenny G and Alex Bugno and just you know, a lot of the jazz greats, like the it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't even get it out. The Marsalis twins. I used to listen to a lot of that, and they put me up on it. When I used to listen to Sade with one of my mom's younger sister,
mm-hmm.
she's the one that taught me and told me who it really was. She was like, I was like, so I asked, I said, so who is this Sade lady? She was like, that's not the lady, that's the group, that's the name of the band. I was like, oh. And I'm like in the third, fourth grade, and she told me that, and then seeing it run back on social media, and I'm looking, and I'm like, whoa! I really didn't realize how many people didn't know that. It's just, you know, but hey, you know now, so hey.
You're right, you know now. They're incredible, and every time I hear about anyone around that decade where she was like burning hot, everybody was loving her. The concerts, they said, was like magical. And I remember I used to imagine myself doing concerts. So what I do, I get references from different concerts from artists that I like and see if I can mimic a little bit of them. You know what I mean? And I used to watch her shows, and it was just beautiful. Like she had like the natural wind blowing in, and she's like outside, and she's I don't know the word, like you can really feel the emotion in her when she sings. And I want to bring that. Like I love that. I want to bring that to music today.
Kind of, I guess it was something that she transposed her energy and her emotion, her feelings. He had a way of transposing it through her voice.
Yeah.
To the audience. That's a lot of people don't seem to understand that frequencies, vibrations, that's communicative language to the soul, and you have to pay attention to that. When you listen to something at a certain type of frequency, it's gonna make you feel a certain way, and you gotta pay attention to that. But you understand. You know what I'm saying. But let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of the brand new Heavies?
You say what?
Have you ever heard of the brand new Heavies?
The brand new Heaviers?
Heavies.
No.
Okay. When you get a chance, when you get a chance in your busy schedule, because I know you do a lot. When you get a chance, kind of like check them out. They have the lead singer of that well yeah, I guess you could call it the lead singer of the band.
Right.
Check her out, and I just kind of want to just because I'm gonna follow up with you anyway when you drop that EP. Mm-hmm. So I kind of want to like see what you think of her, because she's sang on like are you familiar with Gangstar?
I didn't hear you say that again.
Are you familiar with Gangstar?
I didn't hear you say that again.
Are you familiar with Gangstar?
No.
Okay, check him out. I'm gonna send you this stuff too because
Okay.
he had an album that had 2 volumes. It was called Jazzmatazz, and it was the perfect infusion of hip hop and jazz. And he has a song with the lead singer of the Brand New Heavies called
Mm.
"Trust Me." And when I tell you, whoa! And then there's a guy from Chicago named Jay Boog. He has a song called
Mhm.
"Try Me," and I heard that on a video game soundtrack for basketball. And I've been hooked on that song for since '05.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a minute. That's, that
Man,
song
I'm
is
so ready for my song to be on the video game. Let it.
hey, it's gonna happen, girl. It's gonna happen. Because the sound that you have, it with the way that video games are changing and progressing these days, the sound that you have, it'll fit most definitely.
Hmm.
But kind of segueing into that, because you said you kind of hoping that your music gets chosen for like video games and things of that nature. What's going on with your music now? Like where are you in your project phase? Do you have something dropping coming out soon?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So
Uh-huh.
already April the 30th, it already came out. Spiritual Love Journey, SLJ. Um, 14 songs. I'm taking it back to R&B albums. 14 songs. And it's basically a journey of my feelings on the love subject of being in love, lust, all that stuff. Everything that surrounds emotion of love is on there.
Okay. Okay.
And I got Mikey. Mikey, everything is on there as well. He's featured on a song called Body, and that's a banger.
Fire.
Um, yeah, I'm really proud of that song because I didn't know I always like to challenge myself and see if I can do other genres and just see where it goes. This song right here definitely gives you Tina Turner vibes. It gives you that rock and roll like back in the day, like
Facts. Facts.
it's very soulful, like it's
Facts.
it's so James Brown, like it's really good. Like I'm very proud of that damn song.
Y'all better
And
make sure y'all
Mikey, of
check it
course,
out.
yeah, and Mikey, of course, he always, kill it every single time. Something about me and him, we have a really great chemistry when it comes to music. I also have BOIFRND on there as well. I also have Jahari the hippie. Um, yeah, that's about it. Oh, and Jamil, Songbryd. I have him on there as well too. And all killed it, like killed it. And
Nice.
like right now, London is starting to listen to it. London loves Almost. And that song right there is it's the same type of vibe with the last song that I did, like Nice Meal. It was giving you that 80s vibe, 80s hip hop vibe, and it's like it's raw. It definitely has some familiar sounds, not exactly the same sound, but it's familiar. You'll listen to it like, man, I heard this before, but we mixed it up so well. Q Shantae, he was the one that wrote that song, and he just raw what he do. I really feel like he's like the baby face of Chicago
Okay.
because he sings and he writes and he produced. So it's like
Yeah.
you sound like Babyface right now, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
um, but yeah, this album is definitely gonna take you on a journey, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna feel my emotions for real, through and through.
So where can people go to actually stream it?
Well, they can always go to Spotify, Apple's, iTunes. It would really be great if you go to iTunes and buy the album. It will be perfect.
Okay.
Also,
Support your artists. Support your underground artists. Go out and buy their stuff, yo. Like we're
yes,
playing.
okay.
Like
um,
CFYM.
mm-hmm. Deezer, Pandera.
Oh, you on? Oh, you
Amazon,
on Deezer?
Google.
You're
Yeah,
on
I'm
Deezer?
everywhere. I'm
Okay.
everywhere.
I okay. Say less. Yeah. See, people like, what's Deezer? Deezer is
Yes.
gold.
I didn't know what Diesel was until I started really taking this seriously about singing. So yes, I'm on all of those. I'm
Okay.
on all platforms. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on YouTube as well. If you want to look me up, I'm on TikTok as well too. You can go on TikTok and you hear my little snappers, little 1 minute music and dance off them and stuff. Support
Yeah,
your girl.
and of course we're gonna have the links in the description box down below, so they can
Mm-hmm.
go and check out all of the stuff that you got to offer. Of course, you know what I'm saying. So like now you dropped your project. Have you
Yes.
you got you got any visuals coming? Like full
Yes.
visuals?
Actually, funny that you said that. Saturday, we just got done filming Too Good music video, and that was a blast. I really had a good time. I really had
Oh,
a good time. Um, uh, so I think around sometimes like in June, around the first week of June, it'll be out. I just want to make
okay.
sure everything is good. But yeah, yeah, it's coming. I'm already thinking about video number 2. Okay, I already have
Of
3
course.
videos behind. I got so many ideas. It's ridiculous.
Of
Um,
course.
and that's one other thing about being a creator. Like, I sing and I write, but I also like to edit and create these small video clips. I'm a content creator, so getting I love hearing music mixed with visions anyway. I always love music videos. I always love live performances. There's something about seeing someone actually act out their music is great. But when it's cynical, like when it's like movie like, I love that. That's everything. Like if someone can find my songs and they can put it to an old movie clip and it goes with it, that shit, or an anime cartoon,
Don't play with me.
fire.
Don't
I
play with
love
me.
that.
Don't play with
I
me.
love
'Cause
that.
I do stuff like that. You
Oh,
know.
you do?
Yeah, I like before I got into doing like real visuals,
Yeah.
I would listen to my song and I'm like, okay, I want to put some type of visual to it because I mean, I just want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is I would find like old clips of different
Mm.
not even actual scenes in movies, like B-roll. I would just
Yeah.
find like different B-roll edits and or then I would go and find like different JPEGs and art images and I would
Yes.
put them in to like this presentation to where it was morphing into one thing to the next and but it was going with the music so the music felt
Yes.
the
I
music with
love
that.
shit like that. I love
Yeah,
that.
so then when you said that and he was like, hold on now, because I'm currently in the mix of doing a few things, hat, but in the process of working on some visual concepts for music, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, always this is always a way to kind of see what I'm gonna work with going
Mm-hmm.
forward. So you never know. I might be like, hey, check this out. I might slide it to you real quick. Be like, check that out right quick. You know what I'm saying? But
I will, and I would like to look at
we'd be definitely
it.
excited to see the actual video when it drops. Like I'm gonna make sure Scales Crew knows when this drops because we're gonna put your YouTube description. I mean your YouTube link in the description box. So you won't have an excuse, y'all.
Okay, no excuse. And it
None.
doesn't matter if they have an excuse. I'm gonna throw it in their face anyway. I'll bug the hell out of
And that's
strangers.
what
I
you
don't
do when
care.
you're an
I put out
underground
there.
artist and independent. That's on period.
Mm-hmm. I'm period. Yeah. But what I was gonna say, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Never mind. Go ahead. I
It
forgot.
happens. Creative minds. Look, here's the thing. I didn't tell you this, but I'm a fellow air sign. I'm a Libra.
Me too.
I know you're an Aquarius. I'm a
Yeah.
Libra. So that's why when you said that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see where the creativity comes from. I know where it
Mm-hmm.
comes
Forever creating stuff.
from. Yeah,
Forever creating stuff.
it's
And that's
it's
what
the gift and the curse.
yeah. Yeah,
Not in a bad way, but it's a gift and
not
a
in a
curse
bad
because
way.
you love doing it, but then you get overwhelmed because you want
Yep,
to do so much.
yep. That's my anxiety because I really I have so many ideas. I mean, I'm the I guess no, not I guess I know I'm a go getter. So when there's an opportunity, I snatch it up really fast. I don't hesitate. I'm like, yeah, I do it really fast, not really realizing like I got three other projects I gotta fucking do too. Are you sure you're gonna handle all those at once? And that's when my anxiety come up. But most of the time I push through anyway, and it comes in my favor because I feel like when opportunities come like that to me, and I've been doing a lot of manifestation and a lot of meditating and a lot of spiritual stuff. I've been asking for it. I've been wishing for it. I've been thinking it. I've been realizing that it's a reality and it's coming to me. So it's like I'm doing the footwork and I'm just letting this opportunity just go past me. No, I'm gonna catch each and one of them because I feel like the universe is aligning me to this path to get to where I need to be.
Fact,
So I just do it.
fact.
So
You know. But before we get out of here, I want to ask, what's next? Because I know you already thinking, you know, your next project, your next move, your next this, your next. What's next? What's coming?
okay, so what's next is I'm going on tour.
Okay.
I'm going on tour. It's called a nasty naughty tour.
Okay.
So is there's poets, spoken word poets, there's dancers, and me, the vocalist. And we all did some things with each other anyway before in the past.
Okay.
And we just like they used to they always had like tours and stuff like that. I just never like got on there, but like I really feel like it's my time to do it now. So yeah, they just hit me up. So Dom, you think you want to do this tour? Hell yeah, I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Hey.
I'm ready now. I got music. I got a lot of nasty songs. Okay. I can use any type of nasty song for that one. A lot. I can switch it up on their ass. Also, I love the fact that they have give me a space where I can actually do freestyles and just, let my hair down and just really like create something at that spot at that time, which I love that.
Okay.
And I want people to know that I can do that shit. Like, yeah, just give me a song. I'm finna sing off that.
Okay. What's the first stop on the tour?
The first stop on the tour is Indiana.
Okay.
It's one in Chicago, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna go to that one because I'm doing something for the queer pride.
Okay.
So
Well,
that first, then tour.
Hmm. And when would that be?
June the 11th. The tour
Period.
will be June 12th. So the next day.
Period.
The
Oh,
next day.
right. And what city in Indiana? Because I mean,
Shoot. I didn't get that information yet.
well, when you get it, make sure you let me know because
Cause like yeah. Cause right
I'm
now
only
we're
an hour and a half away from Fort Wayne.
okay. Cause
Yeah.
like right now we're pushing the Chicago date one, and I'm not gonna be in it, but I still share that anyway because it's part of my
Okay.
crew. But yeah, once that's over with, I'll be sure to share the other one. I'm gonna share that everywhere. You'll see it. You can see it
Okay.
anyway.
Most definitely, because I'm most definitely gonna. If it's look, if it's close enough, like I think I'm like 3.5, maybe 4 from Indy, but from Fort Wayne it's an hour and a half from here.
Uh-huh.
I was just there, so
Cool. That'd be so awesome. You gonna drive 4 hours to see me.
yeah, like for real, like that's the thing. Like I've had people that would actually drive a small distance to come see me, and
True.
hey, so I feel like that if I keep continuing putting that energy out, when I
Right.
actually go on my promo tour, it's gonna come back. So, and that's gonna start in the fall. It should. Some people were like, "Oh, it should have been you should have done it." Listen, I've been doing this independently since '04. The music is out there. It's gonna do its thing. This is one of my main focuses right now because my goal for my platform was to give others a chance to reach an audience in which they may have not reached. at that
Right.
particular point in time, because we all have different types of style tastes and whatnot, and my subscribers are the same way. And they may have never heard of some of the people that are on here, and I can tell that they started listening to them because, hey, it's just, they comment and they inbox me about certain things. Like, I had someone from my hometown that actually watched the Mikey Everything interview, and she raved about it. She DM'd me on Instagram and was like, "Oh, I love that video. I loved how he expressed this, and it made me look into his artistry." And I looked at that, and I'm now listening. So they're watching. You know what I'm saying? They're
Mm-hmm.
listening. So trust and believe. You got some folks in the South that's got the ear for real.
Oh, I know. I've been checking on the stats and stuff just to see where my music is heading in Atlanta, Alabama, uh, Texas been booming. Like they've been going crazy with especially with my EP. They
Hmm.
really like that EP a lot. And then Finland love my music too. Like I have a big fan base over there.
Yeah, that's something that I discovered that when I first moved to the Midwest, when I was like promoting my stuff on like internet radio and stuff. Like, a lot of people from overseas were like bumping my stuff, and I'm like, yeah, really?
Right.
I'm like, yo, for real? I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, enough, say less. And that's
Okay.
why I started marketing a lot of my stuff too. Like, I don't just strictly stick in the US, but what? Like, I go
Right.
around the world.
Exactly.
I listen to hip hop artists from the UK. Like
Me too.
Stormzy, that's my dog. I love J Hood. Come on. He couldn't even go there, but no, like, it, man, music is so universal. There's so
It
much.
really is. It really is. Like I know some stuff from Russia. I still got on my playlist to this day. I don't know what they saying, but I love this song. Like I really love this song. It's gonna make me want to listen. I haven't listened to it in a minute. I'm gonna listen to it again since I'm talking about it now. But yeah, I love it. I've been so I've been so wound up in my music. I haven't really been listening to music outside of
Yeah.
me. So I tend to forget about the other music that used to like be helping me get by. That shit used to help me get by.
Yeah, I
But,
get it. I get it. When you're doing your own thing, your own project, you kind of don't want to listen to other music
yeah,
because you don't want to deter from where you're headed or what your purpose is.
exactly.
Well, again, it has been a pleasure having you on tonight's show. I really, really appreciate you coming out. Scale Crew, y'all make sure that y'all go out and listen to her.
Spiritual
Although they
love
should be,
journey, SLJ.
say it one more
SLJ,
time.
spiritual love journey.
Spiritual Love Journey, SLJ, y'all. You hear that? Make sure you are checking this description box in this episode to make sure you can tune in and listen to Miss DomoMoon and
Mm-hmm.
this sultry, soulful sound. And
Yes.
like I said, I don't care what anyone has to say. If you have a problem, you can check me and see me. But I'm dubbing her. I'm going to dub her this generation's Angie Stone. And if you don't like it, too bad. And who's
Too
gonna beat
bad.
my ass on it? No one. And that's on period. Okay. But no.
Okay.
Okay, exactly. So Namo, thank you so much. Scales
Thank
Crew, thank you
you.
all again. We'll see you all in the next episode. And we are out of here. Peace.